Welcome students, you are expected to find the value of x in this question. Now usually what people will do is they will multiply the first two quantities and the second two, or I would say the third and the fourth quantity, and then re-multiply it. Thereby they would get a huge polynomial. And that polynomial would be of degree 4. Now to solve that is not going to be an easy task. I'm going to show you a technique which you can adopt, which is far more simpler. So having mentioned you that, let me get it started. Now foremost, what you have to do is you have to take the constants that you see here, 3, 5, 7 and 9. You add them up. 9 added with 7 will give you 16, and 16 added with 8 would give you 24. Now you divide that by 4. Why are you dividing it by 4? Because we got 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 divides 24 6 times. Now what you got to do is you will have to rewrite the given system. X positive 3 times x positive 5 times x positive 7 times x positive 9 is equal to 16. Now on the head, you just place the value that we've got. We've got 6, so you place 6, 6, 6. Now ask this question to yourself. What should you add to the number 6 so that it produces 3? Obviously to 6, if you were to add negative 3, you get 3. Again, you pose this question to yourself. What should you add to the number 6 to get 5? It will be negative 1. Over here, it will be positive 1. Over here, it will be positive 3. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this entire system with a new variable y. So this is going to be y negative 3, y negative 1, y positive 1 times y positive 3 is equal to 16. Now this y is actually x added with this number that you've got. Okay, so this is going to be our equation. So I'm going to name it as equation number 1. Now I would be clubbing y negative 1 and y positive 1, and then y negative 3 with y positive 3. That is going to be equal to 16. Now a negative b times a positive b would give us a squared negative b squared. So similarly, this would give us y squared negative 1 squared times y squared negative 3 squared is equal to 16. So it's going to be y negative 3 times y squared, or I would say y squared negative 1 times y squared negative 9 is equal to 16. Now take the number 1, take the number 9, add it together and you divide by the number of numbers you got. So you have the total number of numbers being 2. So 10 divided by 2 is going to give you 5. Now rewrite the system. Y squared negative 1 times y squared negative 9 is equal to 16. On the head you place the number 5. Now since we are dealing with negative numbers, negative 1 and negative 9, you include a negative sign. Now pose this question. What number should you add to negative 5 so that you can get a negative 1? That is going to be positive 4. Again, what number should you add with negative 5 to get negative 9? That's going to be negative 4. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this with a new variable. Just like I rewrote this entire system with a new variable y, I'm going to rewrite this system with a new variable p. So that is going to be p positive 4 times p negative 4 is equal to 16. Now where p will be this variable which we are talking about, y squared, added up with this value which is going to be negative 5. So that is going to be my second equation. Now as I mentioned to you, a negative b times a positive b is a squared negative b squared. So this is going to be p squared negative 4 squared is equal to 16. So this can be rewritten as p squared, or I would say p squared negative 4 squared is 16 is equal to 16. You push the 16 to the other side, you get p squared is equal to 16 added with 16, which is going to be p squared is equal to 32, which means p is equal to root of 32. Now let me use the space here. Now root of 32 is rewritten as 8 times 4 is 32. Now 8 is 4 times 2, and you already have a 4 here. So square root of 4 squared will give you 4, and you have a root of 2 there. So this is the value of p. P is equal to root of 2. Now let me use this space here. But what is actually p? P is equal to 4 times the root of 2, but my p is y squared negative 5. Y squared negative 5. So this would mean y squared negative 5 is equal to 4 times the root of 2. This means y squared is equal to 5 positive 4 times the root of 2. Now clearly I can take the value of y. So y is equal to root of 5 positive 4 times the root of 2. But what is my y? But y is equal to x positive 6. So substitute that. X positive 6 is equal to root of 5 positive 4 times the root of 2. X is equal to negative 6. This will have plus or minus root of 5 positive 4 times the root of 2. So that will be the value for x.